Hello, my name is Thomas Bilodeau, and today I wanted to talk about something a little different than climbing, something a little bit more relevant to today's society, and that's mental health and how physical activity can help improve mental health. So when I say mental health, I kind of just mean depression and anxiety, as those are really the two of the most common mental issues that today's world has to deal with. So when I'm talking about anxiety, so for me personally, anxiety makes a small test feel very difficult because I put so much stress on myself. It can make meeting somebody new or being in a large crowd very, very difficult. Um, and then we look at depression. Depression can make something as easy as getting out of bed or making breakfast, 20 times harder than it should be. Um, and then if we were to look at the effects that physical activity has on somebody, it's quite the opposite that depression and anxiety do. So physical activity can help improve sleep and sleep quality. Um, it can help increase mood. It can help reduce stress and of course help reduce weight. All things that help reduce depression and anxiety. So when talking about how um, physical activity helps depression and anxiety. So personally, for me, let's say I have a big test coming up. I'll go for a run or go for or go climb. I'll do some sort of physical activity to help get my mind off of the test, and instead worry about doing what I'm doing at the time. I'll worry about the route that I'm doing or how fast I'm going when I'm running. Um, but that's just my personal experience, and it doesn't, of course, account for the countless of other experiences out there. So I did a little bit of research, and I found a study that was done back in March that used over 5,000 participants, and it highlights, through its findings, the importance of physical activity with relation to positive mental health. So what it found was that those who did more physical activity than others during the day um, had an increase had an increased mental health overall. Um, and so I also did some more research and found another article um, from the National Center for Biotechnology Information. And in that article, they said exercise improves mental health by reducing anxiety, depression, and negative mood by improving self esteem and cognitive functions. So, kind of what this is all saying is that physical activity does, in fact, help increase mood and as it said, self-esteem, which can all in turn help increase. Um, help decrease. Sorry, decrease depression and anxiety. And so, what this also means and is saying is that you could potentially prevent depression and anxiety from happening or prevent it from getting worse. Just if you're able to you know go work out, you're going to feel so much better about yourself, just that in itself can help raise your mood, and can in turn help with your mental health. So to kind of wrap everything up, I'm not saying that if you're depressed or have anxiety that you should just go for a run and you'll feel magically better after that. What I'm saying is that physical activity is merely a tool to be used with something else. So if you are depressed or anxious, or suffer from anxiety, seeing a therapist or a doctor is of course what you want to do, but you also want to take some action into your own hands. You should want to go out and do some physical activity to try and prevent any of that from getting worse. And so what I urge everybody to do is find something, some sort of physical activity, whether it's climbing, hiking, taking a biking class with Haley. um, I urge you to do some sort of physical activity as it may help your current situation, your current mental health situation, or can and probably will help your future mental health situation.